Hey guys, welcome to a high definition video recording Battlefield 3 multiplayer gameplay. Bringing you a weapon review again. I mentioned it in the previous video. I want to do something about the AS VAL or a PDW type weapon. I typically don't run the personal defense weapons, and that's starting to change now with this weapon. I've tried it before in the past. I haven't been very successful with it, but now I picked it up again. I've been playing with it the last couple days. It's been pretty effective for me, and I kind of want to show you why this gun's effective, and show you a bunch of clips here with it used in various situations. And this is kind of the reason why you want to run a PDW, because, you know, with engineer class, your guns are pretty good, but sometimes you want to change it up a little bit and run an effective weapon. And right there, I want to showcase, you know, how you can use RPGs and use this gun on any kit, basically. And this is a clip here, too. Again, you're going to run this gun, and you're going to get engineer service stars, or you're going to get, you can run the engineer class, you can run the recon class, you know, you can level up the specific classes that you may not typically use because maybe you're not comfortable with their varying guns. So, you know, with the PDW weapon, you can use the same gun across all the classes and get more comfortable with it. And I mentioned that in videos in the past that you want to stick with the gun that works for you and you can get comfortable with, and obviously if you can use the same gun in every class, that's a huge advantage to you to develop the skills and the comfort level you need to master a particular weapon. So keep that in mind if you're trying to expand your other support classes. I shouldn't say support since there is a support class, but if you want to develop the other classes in the game. So here I'm showing what this gun can do. Look at this. It slices through flesh like a hot knife through butter. I mean, I've never seen a gun, maybe other than the FAMAS, that at close range, it literally just is like a laser beam through flesh. And it doesn't matter if there's one guy, two guys. I really haven't got more than two guys at a time, but I've gotten close. But the stats on this weapon, well, I'm not big into stats, but here they are. It basically does a maximum damage of 22 and a minimum of 16. And, yeah, that's kind of the middle of the pack with the rest of the personal defense weapons. It only has a 20-round magazine, and it has a 900 rounds per minute fire rate, which is the highest of all the personal defense weapons. And very fast fire rate. But again, just like the FAMAS, and even worse than the FAMAS, is that you have a 900 round fire rate and a 20-round clip, so you can burn through your bullets in like less than a second if you're fully automatic. It goes so quick you don't even believe it sometimes, which of course has gotten me in some problems with this gun. It's a huge learning curve. I think this is why this gun's the last one you unlock. It's the highest level to unlock. You have to be a full bird colonel to unlock this gun. Was at level 45, I believe. So it's the last gun you pretty much unlock in all the kits, and there's a reason for that. And this is obviously by far, I think, the most difficult weapon to use. But if you know how to use it correctly and in the hands of a skilled player, this is a very deadly gun. By default, it comes with a suppressor on it, so that's not an attachment you'll add to this weapon. It's always going to be on there. You can't remove it. And right now on this weapon, until they patch it or something, there is no third tier perk for this weapon. Now, the rumor is in the next patch that they're going to put an extended mag on this. Thank God if they do. But right now, all you can pretty much do on this is put either a tactical light or a laser sight on it like I have now. This is a guy's kit I just picked up. He happened to have the same type gun I did, which is kind of funny. But I just want to show there in that last clip that don't be afraid to pick up other kits and resupply yourself with ammo if you run out. Right here, I want to kind of showcase the range of this weapon. It's primarily used for short range, but that doesn't mean it can't kill at long range. That's probably medium to long range shot right there I just made. And I got one clip later coming up that you'll see me make a shot at a guy that's glitching on top of the highway, and it's a 139 meter headshot. So this gun can do long range shots as long as you use it effectively. But its primary use is in situations like this. Short range, primarily short to medium, and on the short range of a medium range. So don't think you're going to go toe-to-toe with somebody that's got a light machine gun or an assault rifle at medium range and think you're going to win those engagements. But I asked myself, how often am I really in those situations? Not that often, for the most part. Most of the time it's like this. This is about the range I'm at when I'm trying to push up the position. People are guarding and defending a position, whether it be in rush or conquest. So you know, if you really think about it, most of your engagements in this game are fairly short range engagements. You need to stick to recon classes and stuff like that if you want to stick with longer range engagements. Even the assault rifles, I find, really aren't that effective at long range. It takes a lot of bullets, pretty much a whole clip, to take out anybody at long range with assault rifles. Just kind of like this gun does there. But look at the advantage of the suppressor, and I'm going to make a video probably about the suppressor, even though I don't care for it. I do like, I mean, I typically don't like how it nerfs the sound on the gun, but this gun, I like the sound of it for some reason with the suppressor. It sounds unique to me in comparison to the rest of the guns, but look at this huge advantage here. Nobody even knows I'm here. I'm laying down prone, I'm killing like 3 guys here, and we secure this position. So, you know, that ability to lay low and stay off the mini-map with the suppressor is just probably by far the best thing you can do with a weapon in terms of putting an attachment on it. By far is to give you the most dramatic change in your effectiveness in terms of your tactical advantage in various situations. So you always probably want to put a suppressor on, especially in close quarter maps or if you're going to be in short range engagements. But look how it just slides through 2 guys like that at that range. I mean, the only other gun I've seen capable of doing that's the FAMAS, which is a new gun if you ask me. I will never run it. That and the 12 gauge frags are off limits in my books now until they patch them and nerf those guns considerably, because I'm really sick of that. Also, later on in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about, well, let's just talk about it now. I'm really tired of people running the MAVs and road killing people. I've seen people with dog tags on the MAV with like 2,000 kills. I mean, are you really proud of yourself for that? I mean, I don't know. I don't want to harp on it, guys, and I don't want to rage about it, but I mean, do you really not have any skill, or do you not want to try to, you know, push yourself to be better at something? I mean, what is it about people like that that just want to take the shortcut in life, just want to do what's easy, and they just want to piss people off because they can? You know, I don't understand people like that in life, and you see them, they badger you, they annoy you. It just, you know, grow up, guys, and try to improve yourself. So stop running the MAV like it's some kind of death machine. I mean, that's just, I mean, it's getting really old. But right here, I want to show you something. You saw I got a piece of that guy? Look what I do here. Alright, that was a headshot, and I get another headshot here. But, this, I may be mistaken on this clip. Okay, okay, here it is, I'm sorry. A little behind the curve here. So I got those 2, as you notice, 2 headshots in a row with that gun, just now. And this is deadly if you get headshot with it. But look what happens here. I'm taking fire, I take cover, and I bet you 9 times out of 10 people would peek to the right of that and then get killed. But no, I'm going to go around, I'm going to flank this guy. I'm going to get him out in the open, and I'm going to take advantage of that. So, that's, again, I want to just put that in there, thinking outside the box again, and I got one more clip here about that too. You know, this is, you know, when you're in situations like that, try to outsmart your enemy. It would have been so predictable to peek around that corner and the enemy probably would have got a headshot on me. Right here, I push up towards position Bravo. I see 2 guys, and I get a piece of them, but this gun fires its clip so quickly that basically I got to retreat. So you got to know the limitations of your weapon. This is a perfect example of that. So I get surprised by these 2 guys, which are not close. So I got a piece of a guy. I'm like, okay, let's run around and finish off the guys that I got a piece of, and then get the guy behind him as well. You know, it doesn't work every time, but that's kind of what you want to do in scenarios like that. And that's just an example of thinking on your feet. And here I want to show glitchers. I'm sick of people glitching again. Why are people cheating? Why are people exploiting the weaknesses of this game? You know, this is an example of DICE, you know, not being on top of its game. And I'm trying to take out all map. We're getting harassed by these MAVs and people glitching on top of highways here. But look at this range on this gun. That's a 139 meter headshot right here. And I still have 5 bullets left. So, I mean, that's going to hang with any assault class weapon right there in that situation. And, you know, even though this is technically a short range weapon, at 16 damage I was doing at that range, do you really notice it? That's why I don't really pay attention to stats. I mean, what matters is a recoil, which is almost none on this gun. What matters is you get the bullets on target, and I do. So, again, right here in this situation, look at this guy. Another guy glitching on top of that highway. I'll take care of him in a second, because he can't hit nothing. Apparently he has, I mean, people, see, example, perfect example, he's up there, he should have me. I should be dead if these guys had any skill on top of these highways, but they don't. They just kind of plunk away at you, they can't get headshots on you, they snipe, you know, they got no skill. So, you know, why do people play like that? I do not understand. I get I get resurrected here to enact my revenge on these people in a second. But I mean, this guys, it's, I mean, really, just try to push yourself to be good, or you know, if you just want to play this game for fun, that's fine. But I mean, do you have to do this every game, every time? I just don't understand it. Anyway, that's enough harping on that. Again, another headshot there. This weapon's capable of doing it. Now this is a nice clip on Cyan Crossing of a 10 kill streak right here, just on position A. And just look how this gun in this class, and again, this is why it's great to have this type of setup. I can quickly switch to an RPG, finish off a guy, you know, get a guy camping. It's basically like an M320 grenade launcher at my disposal. I mean, I think it's probably even a quicker swap to switch to that, which is a great advantage as an engineer class. It's not strictly that you use those for anti-tank roles. Look at this range on this weapon. These guys have no clue I'm here until I start missing them, which is just sloppy shooting on my part. But the suppressed effect of this gun, I take cover here because I know I've basically announced my presence, and I'm just gonna hold back in this position and take care of guys as they come. Just a great little burst fire gun, good damage, great fire rate. You know, you gotta really be careful about the ammo on it. And I want to mention here that what finishes this 10 kill streak here, what actually ends up killing me, is a MAV, which you'll see at the end. I mean, just again, it's really getting old. It's unfortunate that that's not being used for what it truly was intended when the developers programmed this game and made this game. But this is the ideal range for this gun right here. You know, I'm not the most comfortable at short range, but this kind of range, this gun just seems to hang with anything, if not do better. Just keep taking cover here. For some reason, I'm pretty much by myself here. I've only got one other teammate that's even close to me. Get the last couple guys here, and then you can hear it buzz around out there. And I typically just ignore MAVs, but you know, maybe, I mean, I don't know what else you can do. I can't shoot them down, and I can't see anybody that really can. They're next to impossible to shoot in the air. So yeah, I've tried shooting down with javelins, but that doesn't work either. So you know, that's just, what are you going to do? Now this is a clip here, and shout out to Clouded Truth, a buddy of mine. I joined this lobby with him. I think he's playing with a clan that he's in, Hood, and his other clanmate was Sword of Masons or something like that. You know, pretty good players, but sometimes you kind of want to challenge yourself, and I decided to play on the opposing team, which I'm not really in league with here. But this is just one clip here about the middle of I think this was most of a 9 or 10 kill streak that I got here amongst them. But here again, I can switch to this is my recon class. This gives you the ability to utilize the you know, if you're in situations where you're getting overrun by a team, which they were just destroying us, but putting out a tugs like that really kind of helps you keep situational awareness. So I can switch to that, keep running the gun that I've been comfortable with. And look at that shot right there. I mean, just headshot, double kill right there. This gun, very powerful. Here's something I don't see many people doing on this map. This is a good strategy to utilize. Whenever you're trying to secure a position and there's a vehicle right there, like a Jeep, which people don't like Jeeps for some reason, I hop in the Jeep, get in the gun turret. Now I basically got a security blanket around me for a little while. And not only that, do I have a machine gun that I can utilize here to take care of the oppressing team as they're trying to attack us. So, you know, I stopped that dead in its tracks right there. So don't discount Jeeps like that. And they're kind of hard to tell if there's anybody in them, too, if they're just sitting there. You may think it's faking, but when a lot of times it's not. And one way you can tell is by looking at the Jeep and hitting the select key and making, that'll indicate if somebody's in there or not. With obviously you'll be marking the target. So this is a good little tip to keep in mind next time you're on a map with vehicles like this. Don't be afraid to hop in there and try to hold down a position. This is the last clip I want to talk about, and I want to just kind of mention real quick, in my last clip I got lit up by my European putties. I wasn't trying to talk trash on Europe or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, guys. I mean, back from vacation, I just went only to France and Germany. I mean, I'm not grouping Europe as a whole in there, but I'm just saying those are the two most popular countries, probably on the top 3, I'd say, next to Britain and Europe. So, you know, I was just kind of generalizing my experiences with the people there I had. Overall, it was a pretty negative experience, and I wasn't, like, you know, an over-the-top, rude American. I'm very polite and cordial, but people just ran over me over there, and it was really just kind of eye-popping to see that. Hey, Sword of Masons, or whatever your name is. Sword of the Masons. How's that RPG working for you? Anyway, so guys, I apologize if I offended anybody. It was not my intent. Just, you know, go easy on us Americans. Yes, we don't speak your language. I don't want to embarrass myself or you trying to speak it, but I did make that attempt on several occasions. It still didn't get anywhere. Now, this position, I just want to mention one last time. Listen to sound. I heard this guy breaking glass over here, making all kinds of noise. It gave me a huge advantage on knowing where he was at, so I came over there and surprised him. And then I hear it later on again here in this position. So, just showing you the VAL. Don't, you know, try this gun out, but it's not easy. There's a learning curve with it, guys, but it's a very effective, powerful gun, high fire rate, and significant damage. See, there's that glass again. I'm like, guys, keep it down over here, you know? You don't want to bring wind shear's attention to you, do you? That's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll have more videos to come here now that I'm back to work. It may slow down a little bit compared to what it used to, but I appreciate all your comments and suggestions, and I'll have more to come in the future.